Once upon a time, in a cheerful little village nestled by the edge of a vast magical forest, there lived a boy named Gus. Gus wasn't a bad boy, but he had one big problem. He was very greedy. No matter how much he had, he always wanted more. One sunny morning, while exploring the forest, Gus stumbled upon something incredible, a sparkling orchard filled with the most colourful fruits he had ever seen. Apples as big as his head, plump golden pears, and berries that shimmered like tiny jewels. A sign at the entrance read, "Take only what you need, leave the rest for others." But Gus didn't pay attention to signs. "I'm starving," he said to himself, though he had just eaten breakfast. "And if I take a lot now, I won't have to come back later." So Gus grabbed a basket from the orchard gate and began piling it high with every fruit he could reach. He picked more and more until the basket was overflowing. Then he spotted a tree with glowing silver peaches high on its branches. "Oh, those must be the best of all," Gus thought. He climbed the tree, stretching and reaching until he plucked the ripest peach. But as soon as the peach left the branch, the orchard trembled. The trees rustled loudly, though there was no wind. Gus looked around nervously. The sign now glowed, and the words rearranged themselves. "The greedy shall pay the price!" Suddenly, the trees came alive. Their branches stretched out like arms, wrapping around Gus's legs and holding him tight. "Please, let me go!" Gus cried, dropping the silver peach. The tallest tree bent down and spoke in a deep, creaky voice. "You were warned. You took more than you needed. Now you must learn to share." Before Gus could argue, the orchard spun in a whirl of light, and when it stopped, Gus found himself transformed to a tiny bird. His feathers shimmered in the same colours as the fruits he had picked. He chirped in panic, but no one could understand him. "You will remain this way," said the tree, "until you have shared enough fruit to balance your greed." For weeks, Gus flew through the village, dropping fruits from the orchard for everyone to enjoy. He gave apples to hungry children, golden pears to tired farmers, and berries to the sick. At first, it was hard work, but soon Gus began to feel something strange. Happiness. Watching others smile and share the fruit made his heart lighter. One morning, as Gus delivered his last fruit, a silver peach, to an elderly woman, the orchard appeared before him. The tall tree spoke again. "You have learned the value of sharing. You may now return to your true form." In a flash of light, Gus was a boy again. He looked down at his hands, then at the glowing orchard gate. "Thank you," he whispered, this time meaning it. From that day on, Gus was known as the kindest boy in the village. He helped others, shared whatever he had, and taught everyone to never take more than they needed. And though he never saw the enchanted orchard again, he always remembered the lesson it had taught him. The end. Lesson: greed can lead to trouble, but generosity brings joy to everyone.